fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing game. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new attention session. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurgeon on the chips. That AI got the cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing game. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new attention, smirking, got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurgeon on the chips, that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing game. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new attention, smirking, got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurgeon on the chips, that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirking, got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent, system market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirking, got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent, system market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirking, got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. Tandies, in the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase candies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing Tandies. Hey, I'm running everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, market got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. Tandies, in the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase candies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing Tandies. Hey, I'm running everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, market got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. Tandies, in the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase candies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing Tandies. Hey, I'm running everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, market got obsession. Yeah. Gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that I gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I'm running everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirking, got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that I gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back.
Morning. Hello. Like the video, guys. Good morning, everyone. V, Luis, Dave, Robin, Osama, Edgar. Morning. Hello. Happy Boom Boom Day. Double 8. Dude, MD, another David, Brian. Okay, let me put some music here. T, Jonathan, you're early today. You're on time. You guys caught yesterday's bounce? That bounce yesterday made me green for the day. In fact, I had a big day yesterday. Remember that we talked about, it was here? No, it was here. Yeah, this level here. I told you guys before leaving the stream that if we had a break and retest there, I was gonna take that, and that was exactly what I did there. Oh, it saved you also yesterday? Yeah, me too. That was exactly what put me green yesterday. What I did was I put a alert a little bit above, like around here. I think the boundary was. Yeah, I put an alert around here, and then I entered right in this candle, right there on this one. The background music from YouTube. I just go through a bunch of house music. Yeah, house music videos, like chill house music videos, and then I listen to them and I pick and then I add it to a playlist for the stream. What happened here? Let me see. At 4:15 in the morning? What happened there? That was a big move lower. Iran? Oh, okay. So it was war stuff. Okay, so I have my levels for today. I'm ready. Okay, so we have NQ holding yesterday's lows. Let me check if we have data today. We have data in the afternoon and at 10:30. Anyone trade metals? Not me. We have a little uptrend here. Both ES and NQ. You trade silver. You are brave, my friend. Yeah, very nice hold here on NQ. NVIDIA is very strong. Today needs to break yesterday's highs. It can really break that level. I think it's gonna go a lot more higher. At least to 200, maybe 202. NQ definitely stronger than ES. NVIDIA is rejecting that level that I talk about. SMH is holding very nicely. It looks like it wants to go for the gap above. Oh yeah, taxes are way better if you're trading futures. And if you're trading with props, you just get a 1099 from the props. And you can deduct the evals and all the fees. I know, Vector. I know, like, I really like this hold on NQ, but one, it was too fast for me. And two, also that it was lately it's been so trappy that it's extremely difficult to just pull the trigger right away at market open, pretty much. Also, I'm not a breakout. I don't know if that's a breakout trader. I'm more like I let the market do whatever it wants to do, and then I wait for a pullback, and that's when I enter. Most of props don't let you use an LLC. So I have a problem with that, with my taxes. Not a problem. It's like I'm paying too much in taxes because the prop payments that I get are personal, not on my LLC. So yeah, I'm paying too much in taxes because of that. Yeah, I know. I need to buy real estate, but at the same time, I don't like real estate, to be honest. I see it like I hate it. I know it's a good problem to have. I don't like real estate. I know you can hire property managers. The thing is, like, I don't want to have employees. I don't want to deal with people. I love making my own money. I buy shares for my long term, and that's it. But I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need to do something. Like, I know, but at the end of the day, like, I do this because I don't want to have any stress related to employees, like, yeah. So that's why I also don't have like a bigger business, right? Because let's just say influencers or people on YouTube that make a lot of money, they have an entire team behind the scenes. Even Desi has got people that do the marketing for him, do the thumbnail, and he has people that if you apply for his mentoring program, they have people like texting you and calling you. So they have an entire everyone on YouTube that he has kind of like a big channel, and they're making like more than 200K monthly. They have but they have people around them that help them with a lot of things, especially with if they have a mentoring program. They have what they call setters and closers. So people texting you and calling you and remember you that to be on time on their discovery call, which is a Zoom call to see if you have money to pay for the mentoring program. But at the end of the day, they have a team behind, right? So they need to, it is a business. Like, you are dealing with employees. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. I'm good so far. Just doing this, making my money on my own, and then I'm done. But at the end of the day, that's the reality of making a lot of money. You either keep the money flowing, and how you do that is investing in your business. Like, I've been learning a lot about that, and you can make a lot of money, like $1 million monthly. And that is not a lot of money. It's money, but I know people that make even more than that, and they have at least 10 people helping them, at least. So all the influencers that you see that they do like big mentoring programs, they have a big team behind. What I'm gonna do, like, I know I'm gonna do this, is I'm gonna do a club, but it's not like a mentoring program or anything like that. It's just gonna be a kind of like a traders club. So we can have a community where we help each other, but we are gonna meet in real life at least once or twice per year. Like, it's literally gonna be like a club, not like a Signal Discord group. Okay, so we have Enki having a lot of trouble here around the 400. I can see why. We can see here little resistance, support resistance. South Beach traders. BDC there. Previous day close. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, I just want to put everyone together so we can, because it's very difficult. Trading is not easy, and it's difficult to find people that can really understand what you're going through. And also, when you have a community that it's doing or is looking for the same end goal, you're gonna get that goal faster. And you're gonna learn from people that knows more than you do. So at the end of the day, if you hang out with people that know more than you do or are looking for the same goal, you're gonna get there faster. Yeah, there's gonna be fees also. Yes, of course. Also because I don't wanna have like 5,000 people there. I want kind of like smaller community, like-minded people that we can help each other. We can talk with each other, and we can combine our strengths and basically become a better trader in person together. Very ugly reaction on Nvidia and SMH. But it's right at resistance. Nvidia, very ugly reaction at yesterday's highs. We still have ES and NQ on a little uptrend here. Above support. But talking about real estate and the group that I'm thinking about doing is like, if I do like the club, I already have the name in my mind. I already know what's gonna be the name. But if I do the club, most likely I'm gonna need to either buy or rent a warehouse, like a big warehouse where everyone can come and pretty much at least 2 times or 4 times per year we can hang out and have a live trading. Yeah, live trade together, you know, just hang out there. I'm seeing like we've been so used to do everything online that now people want to meet in person. And I like that. I've seen a lot of influencers like buying big big ranch or farms, and they do meetups there. Like they do meetups, not only they talk about business, they also have, let's just say, like I was watching one guy that he was doing like he had like a basketball court, pickleball court, he had like a track around his farm. Not Jake Paul, it's what's his name? He has, I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. He has like a supplement business. It's kind of like a health influencer. He's blonde, he has a bunch of tattoos. He's recently he went up and he trailed the Everest. I don't know his name. Let me see if I can. I don't think I'll be able to find him, but I can find someone that's related to his business. Let me think. Oh. No, it's not Frisella. Damn. I found him. Promix is the name of his Promix Nutrition. That's him. His farm name is Honey Farm. Yeah. Sweet Honey Farm. Yeah. That's the guy. If I can have a little pullback here and hold, I like these for more upside. If I can get these, I would love to enter around here. And it looks like it's just gonna go without me. Another entry we can have is if NQ can really break the 400 level here. And yes, yesterday's lows. So those are the trades that I'm looking for. No, I don't trade SPY, but I do watch it. I do watch QQQ and SPY because I like to see what's the VWAP doing there. We have data at 10:30, so in 30 minutes. Because NQ is more volatile, you can make a lot of money very fast, but you can also lose a lot of money very fast. That's why people like NQ more than ES. Now, if ES loses this little support, most likely we're gonna see this. Yeah, I will say the 500. If ES cannot hold 500, I will be expecting a move towards pre-market lows. Not much going on. Waiting. What's your thought on your equities futures? I don't know. What percentage did I get on Lucid? On the case drop? I think I got 70% off. Don't remember, but I didn't buy any accounts. Let me check if I still have it there. Yeah, save 70 is what I got. And I have till the 19th to use it. Very boring price action. Oh, Trade Sinker is 50% off. Till today. That's the 4th of July promo. Trade Sinker is what I use to copy trade multiple drop firms. 50% off right now till today. Yeah, nothing's going on here. Market's doing nothing. We have SPY and QQQ so far holding above the VWAP. We have SMH pulling back to the VWAP. NVIDIA it's holding the VWAP. We have here ES, NQ holding still this little uptrend and support. So we have no movements. Yeah. You know what? I was thinking of giving away that, but it doesn't have. I was looking for the code and it doesn't have it. It's save 70. Like everyone is getting save 70, but you have like it's added on your card when you add an account. So I was thinking of giving away that, but it's not like a unique code. Yeah, nice pullback here. But I'm watching here SMH if it can hold the VWAP. Remember how SMH is being dragging down or up. NQ. If we start see NQ holding around here, I like it for a bounce play. Same thing here with ES. I like the 50K accounts. My favorite are the select accounts on Tradeify. I like this ES pullback and hold it, and really hold it here. I like that. I'm watching the 500s here on ES. That's pretty much my stop loss. If ES cannot hold 500, I'm getting out, and I think it's a short play. Anki is holding better than ES. Okay. Okay, I like that bounce. Nice reaction there. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see here. I wanted to see a strong candle here. Still holding there, but definitely looked better before, but it's still holding there. NQ looking a little stronger than ES. We have QQQ holding the VWAP and SPY it's under the VWAP. But it's not bueno for my ES trade. Oh yeah, we have data in 10 minutes. Should I get out of this trade before data? What should I do? Decisions. So far it looks good, but I don't know if data is gonna mess up my trade. Should I lock profits here before data? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lock some profits there. These NQ have so much potential to keep going higher. And it's gonna give me so much FOMO. Okay, I'm out. I think this trade is gonna keep going higher. That was a nice trade. Yeah. It was a nice trade. I made over 7K. Might be done for today. Let me show you guys how much I made with all my accounts. This is my day. Beautiful trade. That was clean. That was beautiful. Yeah, I'll go over it. A little bit over 7K, not bad for 1 hour job. That's how I want every single day of my life to be. 1 hour job making 7K. I'm done. Okay, so yeah, I'll go over this trade. I'll be here for a little bit. Yeah, getting out. It was a good call because also how painful it was. It's been trading lately. Like the market's been crazy choppy. The best thing to do, I always said it, and even though sometimes I don't do it, but when I do it, I make more money. When I don't, well, so I always say when the market is choppy, when the market doesn't have a clear trend, it's a scalper's market. What I mean is just enter a trade, get out, you're done. Because yes, I do think it's gonna go. It has a lot of potential to keep going higher, especially NQ. Maybe data is gonna mess up that, but I do think Q has a lot of potential to go higher. But it's having a lot of trouble here. I don't want to waste hours of my day just holding a position. just to make a little bit more. Yesterday was very slow move to the downside, very choppy at the beginning. So, and then in the afternoon, I was able to catch a good trade. But yeah, the market's been very painful lately. Okay, let's go through this trade and why I took this trade. So this was basically what my stop loss, where I entered, and what's my PT. Mainly my PT is the next big resistance here. And why I entered that trade, because you have one, clean uptrend, right? Two, you had a very nice like break, retest, and it's consolidating at support. And this support was resistance in the past. Not only that, you have NQ doing exactly the same thing. I was looking at the Q. Q was holding support in the VWAP. Nvidia holding the VWAP, but mostly it was SMH. SMH, it's been moving the market lately. SMH is holding the VWAP very strongly, like literally breakout, pull back slowly, held the VWAP. So I was like, okay, so I have a very, even if it doesn't work out, I always tell you guys to know what's your stop loss and what's a good entry for that stop loss. Like that's the first thing that I look on a trade. Like if I want to enter a trade, the first thing that I look for is what's my stop loss. Like, and that's exactly what I did here. So if I enter here, I know 500. I told you guys, I want to see these holding 500. Why 500? Because 500 psychological round number, and it's this little resistance and support here. So in my mind was like, okay, let me enter as close as possible to 500, and if I see a 500 rejection, that's my stop loss. Why? Because if 500 acts as a resistance, my trade is no longer valid. So my plan is no longer valid. So that's always your stop loss. Where your trade or your plan is no longer valid, that's your stop loss. And so yeah, so my PT is still this resistance, which is yesterday's highs. But again, the market's been moving extremely choppy, very weird. So I was like, okay, we hit this clearly resistance here. Let me start taking some profits here. And that's the trade. Like basically entering as close as possible to my level. If that level gets broken, my trade is no longer valid, and that's my exit. How much room will I give it if it breaks 500? It's not about room, it's about the candlestick. It's always about the candlesticks, my entries, my exits, and whenever I'm making a plan. What are the candlesticks looking there? I can have a candlestick like literally breaking and then going above 500, and that wouldn't stop me out of my trade. Because I don't use hard stop loss, I use mental stop loss, because I want to see how are the candlesticks reacting there. The candlesticks are, for me, the most important thing when it comes to trading. Yeah, I do watch SMH, yes. So I have here SMH, SPY, and QQQ. SPY and QQQ because it's easier for me to see the gaps in the charts, and the VWAP. I use a VWAP on SPY and QQQ. SMH because SMH has been moving the market lately. So I think right now it's important for me to watch SMH so I can kind of we'll say know where NQ is gonna move. How do I find my levels? Levels are very easy. I only use 4: previous day highs and lows, pre-market highs and lows. That's it. Those are the levels that I use on ES and NQ. Even though this one is not either one of those levels, but we can see like levels are basically when you see strong reaction on candlesticks like this one, very clear strong reaction, and then when you see acting as resistance and support. Very clean, important level here. And also if you compare, like trading is about like, it can be a little bit difficult at the beginning, but then when you have a few years watching the charts, you kind of get a feeling. If you always watch the same charts, you kind of get a feeling of how each stock or ES, NQ, how each one move. So if I see NQ holding previous day's highs as support, and I see this little support resistance here, and then I see SMH holding support, you kind of understand like this is a big level, like it's an important level right now. Yeah, if you're having trouble with your levels, just use those 4 levels. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Use those 4 levels, and then let's just say I don't like those 4 levels are this one here, this resistance here on ES, and this support here on ES, right? And ES is in between those 2 levels. So just pick NQ. Just always make it easy for you to understand to take a trade, right? So ES is not at previous day highs and lows or pre-market highs and lows. So I will be, if I'm having trouble with my levels, I will be, okay, let me just trade NQ because NQ is at my level. And again, just make it easy for you. NQ is at my level. We have holding support. It's still on an uptrend. Let me grab try to grab a bounce there. Again, the market's been very choppy lately, so it's a scalper's market, and we don't have a clear trend on the bigger picture. If we look at the bigger picture, there's not really a clear trend. Let's check. Let's see NQ, right? I like more watching, if I'm gonna watch a bigger picture or I wanna really understand what's going on, I prefer to watch NQ and QQQ and SPY because I think they're easier to read. Yeah, look at this. This is QQQ on the daily time frame. So we don't have like a clean trend, right? You can say maybe you have a little downtrend here, but it's still not a clean trend. This is a clean trend. Look at this. This is a clean trend. This is a very messy price action. Very messy. And when it's very messy, it's very difficult to trade also. Look at this, we have a huge range here. I will say this is a big range, and look how messy it is. Obviously, this is like 60, 70 points range, but still, look at these, how small the candlesticks are. This is the daily time frame. You know how difficult it is to trade on a day like this one? That's a daily candlestick, so it means that's the entire movement that you have in one entire day. That day must be horrendous. Same thing with this day. The smaller the candle, the more difficult it is, because it means you barely had any movement. Very difficult. Also, when you have like small bodies, you can have long wicks, but small bodies, difficult day to trade. Like very difficult. That means it was very choppy. So watching that, you kind of already need to have in your mind, okay, we don't have a clean trend, so therefore I shouldn't be looking for big movements, right? And even if it happens, there's no reason to think that I can catch that, because nobody can see the future, right? So let's just try our best to catch part of the small movements that the market is having, and then save our money or save our account if you're trading with prop firms for better days. Yeah, look at this, is the past 2 weeks. This is the past 2 weeks. Nothing happening, to be honest, other than kind of this bounce, this support level here. But other than that, very difficult to trade this. You can say, okay, so we have the past week on a downtrend, but still look how small the candlesticks are here, and even yesterday. Very small candlesticks. So far, today's candle is also very, very small. Not much going on there. So I always tell you guys, look at the bigger picture. It's very, very important to really understand what's going on the bigger time frames, because sometimes we look at, well, I don't look at the 1 minute time frame, but if you look at the 1 minute time frame, you will go insane. Especially when the market is choppy, it's gonna affect you out so many times. Like, it's insane. The 3 and the 5 minute time frames a little bit better, but still, when you have the market being choppy, it's like, doesn't matter how good you are reading the charts, it's extremely easy to lose money and to get fake out on a choppy market. So look at the bigger picture. If it is a choppy market, understand that there's not much going on. So it's either quick scalp or not trading at all. So very nice trade here. Very good exit. It looks like ES is losing that 500 level. Let's see if it's gonna have some continuation to the downside. So it could make something like this. The problem that I will have here is that I'm gonna need NQ to also lose support. If NQ can also lose support, that will be awesome, because NQ just keeps holding it, keeps holding support. But if NQ can also lose it here, it's gonna drag ES even lower. SMH is still holding VWAP, doing nothing but holding the VWAP. But let's just say you want to take this trade even without NQ losing support, right? You can say, okay, what's my stop loss here if I want to take this trade? That's the first thing you need to think about whenever you're looking for a trade. What would be my stop loss? In my mind, it will be this candle here, because if you break that candle high, that will be a higher highs, and that will be breaking this little downtrend. So for me, that will be where my short play is no longer valid. My PT will be mainly this, even though PTs on this choppy market doesn't matter much, to be honest. But yeah, I will say, okay, if can break the previous candle's highs, that's my exit, because it will be a higher high, and higher highs is not a downtrend. Oh, we had Trump speaking? Yeah, forget about it. My computer is crazy slow today. Hold on. Yeah, levels are my entries, pretty much my stop loss, and my PTs. It's always levels. I only use this because it's easier for you guys to see my entry, my stop loss, and what I'm looking for. What's the next move that I'm looking for, and also because I want to see, I like only trades that are 2 or more. If it is less than 2, most of the time it's not really worth the risk. What Tradeify accounts? 50Ks. The best accounts are always the 50Ks. How do you know what's the best accounts on props? You just gotta see, again, the risk to reward on the accounts, how much they're asking you for profits to pass those accounts, and what's your max stop loss, right? So if you have a 25k account. I think the 25k account, the target is, what's the target? 1500? I don't remember. There's so many prop firms, so many accounts, so many names, like I can't keep up with all of that. So I always stick to the same props if they are still good and paying and not doing some crazy BS, right? So Tradeify, I think, is the one to go if you want to start with props. Like the flex accounts. Don't go with the growth accounts. Yeah, but you gotta see how much they're asking you to make and how much you cannot lose. That's the big thing with props. How much they're asking you to make versus how much you're able to lose without blowing up the account, or how much you cannot lose. So basically, how about the risk to reward? Which one is better per account? And the 25k accounts, you only have like $1,000 to before blowing up the account. So $1,000 is not enough. Okay, so let's just say you took this trade, right? Was a good entry, bad entry, was a good stop. You just gotta know what's your risk here. And then you have lower lows, lower high. You had a good entry. You know exactly what's your stop loss, because that's where your trade is no longer valid. The market ES has a nice downtrend, making lower high and lower lows, and that's all you need. Yeah, exactly. So if you have a account with intraday drawdown, that is not for beginners. And you also have NQ losing support. So the 500 here, it's the 200 here on NQ, right? Nice round number right at support. So same thing here. You want to see NQ really breaking 200, giving you a little pullback, and then you can play the downtrend. What's your risk? Exactly the same trade, guys. You enter maybe around here. Your risk is the previous candle high, and what's your PT or the move that you want to see NQ doing? Most likely is the next big support, and that's pre-market lows. And you also need to think about which one is being weaker than the other one. ES. So if ES is being weaker than NQ, ES is gonna go lower faster than NQ. You have SMH losing the VWAP with a strong bearish candle. Yeah, 5 minutes, yes. Okay, if you want to enter a short on NQ, that's your entry. Your entry is a little pullback here, or a little bounce. Who got this ES short here? You got it? Nice, nice. Yeah, that's why I don't waste time with evals. I go heavy. Am I liking longs here? Okay, why would I like longs? Like, what's the thesis about longs? Did you watch everything that I explained before? Like the past, I don't know, 10 minutes? Do you see ES or NQ holding support? Can it bounce here? Yes. Is it a good long play? It's a good trade going long here. Just because it bounced, it doesn't mean it's a good long play. Why you want to go long? You want to go long when you have higher highs, higher lows, and a clear support level. So if NQ can hold again this support as support, yes, that's a good long. If can break previous candle highs and use it as support, yes, it's a long. But as long as keeps making lower highs and lower lows and have the support as resistance, it's not a good long play. Guys, you gotta go for good setups. Ah, that's funny. Reading the price action right now, it doesn't matter because Trump is talking. It's funny that I said that it wasn't a good long and then you have that candle. Still not a good long. Like, that is not a good trade. I'm trying to teach you guys good habits. Good trading habits. Okay, so now if you want to go long, you want to see NQ holding here and closing strong here with these candlesticks, holding above previous candle highs, right? That will be the break of the downtrend. You have higher highs, higher lows, support hold. It's just Trump speaking, so anything can happen. Still very choppy. Look at that. I think it's a 50-50 trade. You can go to either side. So I don't think it's a good setup just because it's so volatile here. You don't have a clean trend. You have big wicks, big candlesticks, and you had Trump speaking. So that is not a good setup. It's more important to have discipline and wait for good setups than being right or just making lucky money. Where do you get news information? You guys told me that Trump is speaking right now. Yeah, if you have the VWAP right in the middle of the chart without a clear trend, that's telling you that the market doesn't have a clear trend. Yeah, I don't do trading competitions because I think what Champ says, a trading competition, you will not be able to win. I will never win or be on the top like prop firms winners, because look at my days. My days are very small, but my game is completely different. I go for base hits, but I scale vertically, right? I don't make too much money per account, but I multiply that amount of money by 20, 15, 10, depends how many accounts I'm copy trading with. So those prop firm challenges or competitions are not for me. Also, it distracts me from making money. Like, at the end of the day, to be honest, guys, the way that I trade, I can literally go with a 250 accounts and I'm gonna buy, instead of buying 6 or 4 micros, I'll buy 5 or 6 or 10 minis. Like, at the end of the day, it's the same. But I don't want it to be here showing you guys big numbers. I prefer to just go slow with smaller numbers, but being consistent. That's all I care about. Trading, it's about consistency. P&L doesn't matter. It's about consistency, being patient for good setups, and that's when you pull the trigger. To be honest, whenever I feel like I can go, they're gonna pass me to live, or I just blow up the accounts. I do blow up my accounts. And sometimes I stop trading certain firms also. Like the past couple of days, I wasn't trading with Apex because I don't want to be passed to live, to be honest, to their live program. So sometimes I trade with my own account, like my personal account. But I think the past few days, I've been trading with my personal accounts and some other accounts on different props. Why not live accounts? Again, because I prefer trading a small size and multiply by 10, 15, 20 my P&L. To be able to make these like 7K on a day, I'm gonna have to put a lot of risk with my money, which I don't want to. Like, I know it seems like awesome. It seems awesome to make, it looks awesome on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, to show off a 100K day, but that is so stressful. So stressful. Even a 20K day with one account trading minis. Like, to be able to make 20, 30, 40, 50K with trading minis with your live or personal account, you're gonna need to be okay also having 20, 35, 40k red days. I had a live account with TPT and I lost them. That was like, I don't know, like 5 months ago. Okay, the market is not doing much. ES weaker than NQ. ES has had a cleaner, I think it had a cleaner PA today. Yeah, maybe because it's weaker than NQ today. NQ has this support from last week that is fighting there, and you have support here also. Look at this weak, that means it's a very strong reaction there. So if cannot lose that level, it's just gonna keep holding or have a strong push to the upside. Like if you want to see more downside, you need the NQ really losing this 200 level. Yeah. ES still looking weak. I still think ES might go lower and retest pre-market lows, but I'm not gonna wait here for that. The price action is crazy slow and boring. So, and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna live here. Beautiful, beautiful day for me. Hopefully it was beautiful for you guys too. I saw a few of you taking exactly the same trade and then playing this reaction on ES. So that was pretty nice. Yeah, that's all I want to do here, consistently going for good trades and not risky trades. So I'll see you again, guys, mañana is Thursday, jueves. I'll see you guys. Thank you for being here. Remember to like the video. Bye.
Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing games. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, market got obsession. Yeah, Dell exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade